The Silent Millionaire Story, English Listening Practice. I am Cody, your English coach. I will speak slowly so you can repeat and practice your English. Today we explore an inspiring story about a man who lived a simple life but left behind millions. This story teaches us about humility and generosity. You will hear clear English pronunciation throughout this lesson. Listen carefully and repeat the sentences when I ask you. You can replay this video many times to improve your accent and speaking confidence. Let me tell you about Ronald Reed. He was a quiet man who worked ordinary jobs his entire life. He was a gas station attendant and a janitor. He wore old clothes and drove an old car. Nobody knew he was secretly building wealth. When he passed away at age 92, everyone was shocked. He left behind $8 million. He donated most of it to his local hospital and library. His story became famous around the world. Now repeat these sentences with me. Ronald Reed was a quiet and humble man. He worked as a gas station attendant for many years. He also worked as a janitor at a local store. Nobody knew he was saving money every single day. He lived a very simple and modest life. Ronald Reed never spent money on expensive things. He did not buy fancy cars or designer clothes. He cut his own firewood to heat his home. He fixed his own car when it broke down. He walked to work instead of driving when the weather was nice. People in his town thought he had very little money, but Ronald had a secret plan. He invested small amounts of money in the stock market. He bought shares in strong and reliable companies. He never sold his investments even when the market went down. He held on to them for decades. This patience and discipline made him very wealthy over time. His strategy was simple but powerful. He saved consistently and invested wisely. Now repeat these sentences with me. Ronald never spent money on expensive things. He cut his own firewood to save money. He invested small amounts in the stock market. He bought shares in strong and reliable companies. He held on to his investments for many decades. His patience made him a millionaire. The people in his town were completely surprised when they learned the truth. They could not believe that their quiet neighbor was a millionaire. Ronald never talked about money or investments. He never showed off his wealth. He continued to live the same simple lifestyle until his final days. When his will was read, everyone was amazed. He left $2 million to his local hospital. He left $6 million to his local library. These donations changed the community forever. The hospital was able to buy new equipment and expand services. The library was able to renovate its building and add new programs. Ronald wanted to help others even after he was gone. His generosity touched thousands of lives. This is the power of living below your means and thinking about others. Now, repeat these sentences with me. The people in his town were completely surprised. Ronald never talked about money or investments. He left $2 million to the local hospital. He left $6 million to the local library. His generosity touched thousands of lives. He wanted to help others even after he was gone. What can we learn from Ronald Read and his incredible story? First, we learned that wealth is not about how much you earn. It is about how much you save and invest. Ronald did not have a high-paying job, but he saved a portion of every paycheck. He understood the power of compound interest. Small amounts of money can grow into large amounts over time. Second, we learned that patience is essential for building wealth. Ronald never panicked when the stock market dropped. He stayed calm and kept his investments. He knew that markets go up and down. He trusted his long-term strategy. Third, we learn that living simply brings freedom. Ronald did not need expensive things to be happy. He found joy in his daily routines and his community. He was content with what he had. Now, repeat these sentences with me. Wealth is not about how much you earn. It is about how much you save and invest. Small amounts of money can grow over time. Patience is essential for building wealth. Ronald stayed calm during market downturns. Living simply brings freedom and happiness. Another important lesson from Ronald Read is the value of consistency. He did not try to get rich quickly. He did not chase risky investments or shortcuts. He followed a simple plan every single day. He went to work and saved part of his income. He invested that money in quality companies. He repeated this process for over 50 years. Consistency is more powerful than talent or luck. Many people earn high salaries but spend everything they make. They have nothing left at the end of the month. Ronald earned a modest salary but kept his expenses low. He built wealth slowly and steadily. This approach works for anyone willing to be disciplined. You do not need to be a financial expert. You just need to start saving and stay consistent. Ronald also teaches us about humility. He never bragged about his success. He never looked down on others. He treated everyone with kindness and respect. Now repeat these sentences with me. Ronald followed a simple plan every single day. He did not try to get rich quickly. Consistency is more powerful than talent or luck. He built wealth slowly and steadily over 50 years. You do not need to be a financial expert. Ronald treated everyone with kindness and respect. Ronald Read also shows us the importance of thinking long-term. Most people focus only on today or this week. They do not think about their future or their retirement. Ronald always thought about the years ahead. He knew that small actions today would create big results tomorrow. Every dollar he saved was a seed for his future. He planted those seeds patiently and watched them grow. This mindset is rare in our modern world. We are surrounded by advertisements telling us to buy more. We see people showing off expensive lifestyles on social media. But Ronald ignored all of that noise. He stayed focused on his own path. He did not compare himself to others. He did not feel pressure to impress anyone. This gave him peace of mind and financial security. His story reminds us that true wealth is quiet. It does not need attention or applause. Now repeat these sentences with me. Ronald always thought about the years ahead. Every dollar he saved was a seed for his future. He planted those seeds patiently and watched them grow. He did not compare himself to others. He did not feel pressure to impress anyone. True wealth is quiet and does not need attention. The Silent Millionaire story is also about giving back. Ronald could have left his money to distant relatives. He could have spent it all on himself before he died. But he chose to help his community instead. He wanted to make a lasting difference. His donations to the hospital and library will help people for generations. Students will read books bought with his money. Patients will receive care with equipment he funded. His legacy is not about the money itself. It is about the lives he touched and the hope he created. This teaches us that wealth has a purpose beyond personal comfort. We can use our resources to improve the world around us. We do not need millions of dollars to make a difference. We can start with small acts of kindness and generosity today. Ronald lived simply so he could give generously. That is a powerful example for all of us. Now repeat these sentences with me. Ronald chose to help his community instead. He wanted to make a lasting difference. His donations will help people for generations. His legacy is about the lives he touched. We can use our resources to improve the world. Ronald lived simply so he could give generously. Let me share some final thoughts about this inspiring story. Ronald Read was not born into wealth. He did not inherit money from his parents. He did not win the lottery or get lucky breaks. He built his fortune through discipline and smart choices. Anyone can follow his example. You can start saving money today, no matter how much you earn. You can learn about investing and make your money work for you. You can live below your means and avoid unnecessary debt. You can be patient and think about your long-term goals. These principles work in any country and any economy. They are timeless lessons about personal finance and character. Ronald also reminds us that happiness does not come from material possessions. He was content with a simple life. He found meaning in his work and his relationships. He did not need luxury to feel fulfilled. This is true wisdom. Now repeat these sentences with me. Ronald was not born into wealth. He built his fortune through discipline and smart choices. Anyone can follow his example. You can start saving money today. These principles work in any country. Happiness does not come from material possessions. Thank you for practicing your English listening and speaking skills with me today. I hope the Silent Millionaire story inspired you. Remember that consistent practice is the key to improving your pronunciation and confidence. Listen to this video multiple times until the words flow naturally. Repeat the sentences out loud to train your mouth and your ears. Every video you watch contributes to your English learning journey. Make this a daily habit, and you will see real progress. Your natural English accent will flow more easily with consistent practice. Please subscribe so you do not miss future practice sessions. I upload new lessons regularly to help you improve. I would love to hear from you in the comments. Tell me what topics you would like to practice next. I read all the comments, and I am here to support your learning. Keep practicing and stay committed to your goals. I will see you in the next lesson. This is Cody, your English coach. Keep speaking clearly and confidently.